Ah, yins might have figured. Yep, we've got our welding done. We're going to do our seams on the top side, and this is what we're going to use. Short strand Evercoat Everglass reinforced body filler. We're doing it for strength, and we're also doing it for the fact that it's waterproof, okay? It's a waterproof filler. We've got us a little pile here. For reference size there, you can see what it is. Cardboard, not a good thing to mix body filler on. It's really not. But for, you know, for something you're going to finish and things of this nature, you can pick up fiber and all sorts of crazy stuff off this stuff. But for something we're not going to finish, I'm going to do just a wipe on this. I'm not doing any body work to this. I'm just going to seal the seams with it. It's going to be covered up, and you know, this is not a job where you can't tell that it's had floor pans put in it, okay? Even from the bottom, you're going to be able to tell it's had floor pans put in it, and I really don't care. It's not a show car, Conqueror show car. It's going to be a good looking truck, a real good looking truck, but don't get me wrong, but it's not going to be something I care about somebody looking under it and going, oh, it's had floorboards put in it. Who gives a rat's ass? Anyway, it is hot out here. Notice my piles of hardener. Anyway, I want to get some hardener on this. I'll show you how much hardener I'm going to put on it. It's 90-some degrees out here. So we're just going to put one fine stripe across it, you know. But I'll show you that. And something I learned the other day. I learned this from VW Darren. I've never in my life done it. He's talking about, you know, loosening the lid so you can, well, I can't do it with one hand, but anyway, get a little bit of it where you can get some air to it and knead this stuff up. I have never kneaded my hardener. I never have, but it makes good sense because you have to stir your body filler. So I guess I've just got lucky, but I've got several tubes here. I'm gonna try to see if there's anything left in any of these and use it. So anyway, I'll show you when I get some on there, and then I'll mix it up off camera once again because I don't have a tripod that has wheels on it. So anyway, hang on. All right, there's a stripe of hardener. We're gonna fold this up, knead it up, mix it up, and well, anyway, you'll see. Okay, we're not going to video all of this by any means, but I'm going to give you an idea. I've got some on here, and here's what I'm going to do. I am going to seal my seams. You see what I'm doing? That's pretty much what I'm going to do. But anyway, off camera, of course, because this stuff's going to get hard. This stuff's expensive. Okay, you're saying, God almighty, that's some ugly looking work, and I've took a scraper right there and done some picking at this to flatten it out somewhat right before it was dry, when it was still where you could kind of mold it a little, but you couldn't spread it. Well, anyway, I have done both sides. I even had a little left, so that's where I had my spot welds to my cab floor support and stuff. I actually put a lick on them, even though they're solid like they are over here. I don't know if you can actually see them. They're solid. They're actually above surface. They're fine. They're sealed. But I'll probably rub the ones that I didn't hit with just a little seam sealer on my finger, just for good measure. But anyway, I've got this sealed up. Down these rockers, you're going, why didn't you put any down through there? Well, I don't need that build up any more than what it is. You know, I mean, just the difference between putting the floor pans in and stuff. I want my seal plates to still fit right and everything, so I'm not going to build that up any. I'll seam seal that from underneath, but I've got a straight edge to seam seal. This whole outside edge, for that matter, I can seam seal it from top and from bottom, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to seam seal it good. But I'm going to have to get the rest of this dirt out of this floorboard. I actually blowed off the areas that I was going to put my Duraglass Evercoat, whatever the heck you want to call it. So I cleaned those up, and now I've got to clean out the rest of this floor pan and stuff because seam sealer and dirt don't get along. This fiberglass, short strand fiberglass stuff's pretty forgiving to dirt, you know, unless you're doing body work. You know, if you're actually wanting to paint over this and make it beautiful, dirt's a bad thing, but a little dirt in this ain't gonna hurt it if I did get any in it, which I don't really think I did, but you know, if I did, so be it, whatever. But as you can tell, it's pretty clean. Crappy wipes I put on there, you know, just put it on there. I wasn't even going to do anything for sanding on this, but I am going to take a DA and some 80 grit and just knock the high spots down just because I feel that I should. I don't know, that just depends on if the mood strikes me. I don't know. I can't really remember how high my mat went either, which is a bad thing. I'm hoping my mat covers up to where I took that floor pan out. But boys and girls, I don't remember. I'm gonna have to go back and review some video. I hope I don't have to actually do some paint work on that firewall. I don't want to, but if I do, I guess we're going to be doing some body work because that's going to have to be smoothed out. So, but anyway, you might see some more here in a little while. Who knows what I'm going to get into. You're going, what the heck's all this crap? This is called, I had a little leftover seam sealer, and you know how those pop top tubes are. Goes in the caulk gun. Once you've opened them, you're pretty well done. So I went around and put a little extra in here for good humor, you know, whatever. That's not my main prerogative. Yeah, I was sloppy with it. I smeared it in good. You know, the point is seam sealed. That's my plan. You know, it's sealed. And some of that I made worse just by messing with it, but whatever. It's in here. I blowed some dust off the other side there and got it over in here again, but whatever. It's on top of the seam sealer. It'll be alright. We got that sealed up. Underneath the truck is not the prettiest in the world. I'll be forewarn you. It's smeared. You know, I had some gap I had to fill, caulked it in, what have you. I mean, and I put some right there. Somebody's gonna say, why'd you seal up them cab supports? Well, I sealed up the cab supports for one reason. I wanted to basically glue it to it. Once this stuff's dry, there's ribs, drain ribs in that cab support. I'm gonna go back and actually take a knife and cut the seam sealer out. That's what I'm gonna do. So, but anyway, I just wanted to glue it to it because there actually was some factory seam seal in between that actually kind of just glued it together, even though it's spot welded in, but still yet. But anyway, she's sealed up. It's got floors in it, so now it's time to clean all the tools and the junk and the crap out of the truck and attempt to get the seat back in it. As soon as I do some work on the seat, I've actually got a broken spring on the driver's side of the seat, and I'm going to harvest a spring from the center of the seat and move it to the outside edge and just leave a spring out of the center. I'm actually going to have his seat recovered anyhow, and the guy pretty much told me that, you know, he could put me a spring in it, but for the meanwhile, I'm going to put a saddle blanket seat cover on it that I already had. I bought years ago and still have it. I'm going to use it, and I'm going to, like I said, harvest a spring from the center and put it in the outside just so it don't poke me in the butt. And we're going to put the seat back in it, and then the truck will be drivable again. We may take it a little voyage down the road, which I know I'm going to take it a voyage down the road. It ain't been drove quite some time. I need to haul off some garbage and things, but I'm going to take it a voyage down the road and just see how it sounds with a floorboard in it. Yep. Hadn't drove this old truck with a floorboard. I've never drove this truck with a solid floorboard in it. When I started driving, the driver's side floorboard was already pretty well out of it. The driver's side floorboard was bad enough that it took that piece of metal right there laying in underneath the mat to fill the hole. The passenger side floorboard was bad enough that it took this plate of, this is pretty heavy steel here, but it took that plate of steel to fill the hole up. Yeah. Cup dispenser, anybody? Can we say stainless steel? Can we say mater? You'll figure it out one day. But anyway, that's enough of this. Let's get my seat drug out and try to deal with it and get a cover on it. See ya.